Cheerio, kids. So I think it's wrong that Nikki Kessinger gets such a bad rap. I'm going to guess that all the people who badmouth and hate on her have never, ever been in love. Never been played by a man. Because I know when you first meet a guy, you want to believe everything he's telling you. It doesn't cross your mind that someone might be lying to you. But things are different when you first have that relationship. That spark is a little more sparking, if that makes sense. But I was thinking about this. The night that he supposedly went to the Rockies game, but he was really with Nikki, she Googled anal sex, and then she went on Pornhub. And on a side note, I don't have any problem with Pornhub. I don't understand women who are jealous of porn. Any man would much rather be with you and touch you than jerk his thing to a porn. So women who are jealous of porn, you gotta give yourself more credit and have some more self-esteem, because there's no reason for you to be jealous of porn. But back to the anal sex, I know that a lot of people, I read in comments how they made fun of her and badmouthed her because of that. Now, I personally, my ass does say exit only. I've only had one man ask me to do the anal sex thing, and that conversation was quashed immediately. Why do you want to bang a ring? It's only tight right there on that at the end. But Chris Watts didn't just magically come up and say, I want to do anal sex. I'm guessing anal sex was part of his regular sex with Shanann, and he wanted to experience that with a woman he had feelings for. You know, I'm not sure that Chris ever loved Shanann. I think she figured out very quickly that she could control this man. He had very low self-esteem. He was an introvert. And him just getting in shape only hurt Shanann. She would have... Oh, I did it! Shanann. Sorry. She would have been better off if he'd have stayed a little chunky and quiet. But he knew what anal sex was, because he had just spent 8 years banging his wife in the butt. And then the Trent Bolt guy with the big lips, I don't believe him at all. I think that was completely made up. The FBI, Graham Coder, said to Trent in the interview room, everything you're saying to me is stuff that can be found on the public domain. And then we never heard about it again. There's a book by John Glatt called The Perfect Father. It's a great book. And he spends many, many words on Trent Bolt, and that bothered me a little bit. But if you're thinking about getting the book, The Perfect Father, the author is honest about Shannon's abuse. And Frank, her father, in the interview with the police, said that he noticed the girls were starting to mimic mom's abuse. They were starting to, they'd hear mom be nasty to dad, and they were repeating those same words to dad. So I think that the book is honest. The guy does a pretty fair job of portraying her as who she was, a woman who had zero spending control. Don't even know what I'm trying to say. She could not control her spending. Remember, they were 3 months behind on the mortgage. They'd already gotten the letter from the mortgage company, so they were going to have locks on the door by the sheriff before the end of the month, probably. But Nikki should not get that bad of a rap. She was a girl who fell in love, and she wanted to be in love. You women watching this, remember that. A lot of a relationship, it's what you want. And she wanted this guy to be getting divorced, and she wanted him to be the greatest thing ever. And so when he's telling her that, she's not questioning it, because that's what she wanted. I think that's about all. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like and subscribe. Take care.